discuss the second chapter of the mathematics first of the 9th standard. The name of that chapter is the real numbers. Now, already in this first chapter, in chapter set, we discuss about the sets of natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, then real numbers, then rational numbers. Now, we have also again discuss these sets, and then we take the next point of these real numbers. Now, first, all of you know that the set of natural numbers mean that the numbers which are countable are called as the natural numbers. Then whole numbers is W. The natural numbers and 0 are called as the whole numbers. Then integers is the whole numbers. Then natural numbers and opposite of these natural numbers mean that 0, the natural numbers, and opposite of natural numbers are called as the integers. Then Q is the rational number. The rational number means the numbers which is expressed in form of P upon Q, where Q is not equals to 0, then such numbers are called as the rational number. Mean that the set of 1 upon 2, 1 upon 3, 4 upon 5, etc. 0, 1, 2, 3 also. Means that this P upon Q where Q is not equal to 0. It is the rational number. Then irrational means the numbers which is not rational numbers are called as the irrational numbers. And then we discuss about the set of the real numbers is R. Real numbers means the numbers which are rational and irrational numbers are called as the real number. In this rational number all these sets are present. Then irrational number is also, so that it is called as the real numbers. Means that the set of Q and Q dash, that is rational and irrational numbers, are called as the real numbers. Up to this we have to discuss in first time. Now in this also, when we observe carefully, this is set N is subset of set W, because all elements of N is also present in W and one more element here. Then W is also subset of I, means that integer, because all numbers are present here and there is also more numbers. Then integers are also the subset of Q, means that rational numbers. And student, all these numbers of the sets are also the subset of R. Can you understand this? Then we discuss about the order relations in rational numbers. Next point is order relations. Relations on the rational numbers. Rational numbers means that the numbers which is expressed in the form of P upon Q. यांचे ऑर्डर रिलेशन कसे असतात? ऑर्डर रिलेशन मीन दॅट इक्वल टू, ग्रेटर दॅन अँड लेस दॅन. दिस रिलेशन कसं असेल ते आपण आता बघणार. नाउ हियर सपोज दॅट P upon Q and R upon S are rational numbers. Where this Q is greater than 0 and S is also greater than 0. Q आणि S हे greater than 0 असेल. आता इथे there are three cases. Now first case is, in this first, if now when we have to find out its order relation, at that time always take the cross product of P and S first and then R and Q first, second case. So that if P into S is equals to Q into R, then two ratio is equal, mean that P upon Q is equals to R upon S. Second one is, if P into S is greater than Q into R, then this ratio P upon Q is always greater than R upon S. म्हणजे फर्स्ट प्रोडक्ट ग्रेटर आहे सेकंड पेक्षा, फर्स्ट रेशो ग्रेटर आहे कोणापेक्षा, सेकंड पेक्षा. In this third case, if P into S is less than Q into R, then also P upon Q is less than R upon S. This is very important order relations between these rational numbers. We take the next point. The next point is properties of rational numbers. Now if ABC are rational numbers, then the property, there are four properties: commutative, associative, identity and inverse. Now these four properties for addition and multiplication are also. So first one is commutative. A plus B is equals to B plus C. म्हणजे A मध्ये B मिळवा किंवा B मध्ये A मिळवा, इक्वल, addition equal असेल. Second one is associative property. Is A plus B in first bracket plus C is equals to A plus B plus C. Here is bracket for B plus C. Means that if you have to add A plus B then plus C, then it is also equal to B plus C plus A. Then identity means that if you have to add 0, then there is no change in this value. Means that A plus 0 is equals to 0 plus A is equals to A. Then inverse म्हणजे उलटा, म्हणजे A plus opposite of A म्हणजेच minus A, it is inverse, means that A plus minus A is equals to 0. Then for multiplication, first property is the commutative. A into B is equals to B into A, means that 3 into 4 is equal to 4 into 3. Then associative property, A into B into C is equals to A into B into C. म्हणजे A ने B into C च्या ब्रॅकेटला मल्टिप्लाय केलं काय किंवा A into B च्या ब्रॅकेटला C ने मल्टिप्लाय केलं काय, आन्सर सेम असेल. We take any example as a rational number. Then identity, for multiplication you have to multiply by 1 to any rational number. There is no change in that 1 into A is equals to A. Then inverse of this multiplication is 1 upon A. Addition is minus A and multiplication is 1 upon A. Means that A into 1 upon A is equals to 1, where A is not equals to 0. This is the properties of rational numbers. Then we discuss terminating type and non-terminating type. Student, the decimal rational numbers are two types here. One is terminating and non-terminating. Any decimal number, there are two types, terminating and non-terminating. For example, I have taken here 2 upon 5, which is the rational number here, P upon Q. When we divide it, then we cannot divide, then take 0.54 20. Then when we have to divide it 8 to this 101, we get 12.625. Means that there is complete division here for this rational number. So such type of the numbers are called as terminating. Terminating म्हणजे स्टॉप होते, त्याचे बाकी शून्य येते, रिमाइंडर 0 येते. नॉन टर्मिनेटिंग मध्ये काय होतं? नॉन टर्मिनेटिंग नंबर म्हणजे त्यांचा भाग जात नाही. म्हणजे कितीही आपण कॉन्स्टंट जर भाग जर दिला तर आपल्याला संख्या ह्या कॉन्स्टंट संख्या मिळत असतात. यालाच आपण नॉन टर्मिनेटिंग म्हणतो. बघा इथे 17/36, जर 17 ला 36 ने डिवाइड केलं तर आन्सर येते त्याचं 0.47222222. means that too many times here, because remainder as same when divided by 2. Then this number, look carefully, 47 after this decimal point 0.47, these 2 comes many times. So here is 2 is the recurring number. Recurring म्हणजे पुन्हा पुन्हा ती संख्या येते. So you have to, if one number is recurring here, you have to use only the dot. Mean that 0.472 recurring. It has 0.472 recurring. And second one is 56/36. The division is 1.513, means that next one also 513. याचा complete divisionच झाला. हाच भाग पुढे पुढे येतो. Means that here is 513. These three digits comes many times. So here take as 513 च्या याच्यावरती काय घ्यावं लागेल आपल्याला बार घ्यावा लागेल. Read as 1.513 बार. म्हणजे इथे तीन संख्यांचा गट येतो. कधी 2 संख्यांचा येईल, कधी 5 संख्यांचा येईल, किती संख्यांचा गट हा रिकरिंग नंबर होतो. Okay, we take the next point here. Let's see the next points. Now first remember this student. First note is that note the number of recurring digit after decimal point in the given rational number. Accordingly multiply it by 10, 100 and 1000 etc. Now for example that in this 2.3 recurring number, the digits 3 is only recurring digit after decimal point. म्हणजे इथे येणार 2.3333 म्हणजे 3 is recurring digit. Hence to convert 2.3 bar a recurring number in P upon Q form, multiply this 2.3 bar by 10. म्हणजे जेव्हा एक रिकरिंग नंबर पुन्हा पुन्हा येत असेल तर तिला 10 ने मल्टिप्लाय करायचं. सेकंड वन फार महत्त्वाचा पॉइंट आहे इथे दोन्ही तिन्ही पण लक्षात घ्या. एक दशांश चिन्हानंतर एक जर पुन्हा पुन्हा येत असेल तर तिला 10 ने मल्टिप्लाय करायचं. मीन दॅट इफ वन डिजिट इज रिकरिंग देन यू हॅव टू मल्टिप्लाय बाय 10. Second here, in this 1.24 bar, suppose that this is any example here, means that 2 and 4 is recurring number. 2 and 4 recurring here. Digits 2 and 4 both are recurring. Therefore, multiply 1.24 bar by 100 because there is 2 digit. After this, there is 2 digit decimal point, so you have to multiply by 100. Now look carefully. In this 513 is recurring here. Mean that these 3 digits are recurring, therefore multiply by 3 digits. Mean that 1230. Mean that you have to multiply by 1000. There is 4, then 10,000. 5 numbers, then 1 lakh, etc. Means how many digits are there? We have to multiply it by using this as the taking zeros on this one. Now, then second point. Notice that the prime factor of the denominator of rational number म्हणजे डिनॉमिनेटर जर प्राइम फॅक्टर आपण रॅशनल नंबर्स विचारात घेतले तर या पॉइंटचा विचार आपल्याला नेक्स्ट एक्सरसाइज मध्ये बघायचं म्हणजे पहिल्या प्रॅक्टिस सेट मध्ये बघायचं आहे 2.1 मध्ये. द प्राइम फॅक्टर इफ द प्राइम फॅक्टर्स आर 2 or 5 ओनली म्हणजे त्याचे जर डिनॉमिनेटरचे जर प्राइम फॅक्टर हे 2 किंवा 5च असेल 2 or 5च असेल then its decimal expansion is terminating. तेव्हा त्याचं decimal expansion हे terminating असतं म्हणजे त्याला completely भाग जातो. and if the prime factors are other than 2 or 5 म्हणजे 2 आणि 5 पेक्षा जर वेगळे असेल म्हणजे 3 असेल 4 असेल 6 असेल 7 असेल means that 11 असेल 13 असेल etc. then its decimal expansion is non terminating and recurring म्हणजे त्याचे decimal expansion हे terminating नसते. आता हे जर आपण एक्झाम्पल जर बघितलं म्हणजे यासाठी जर आपण एक्झाम्पल पाहिले तर याच्या अगोदर आपण पॉइंट मध्ये एक्झाम्पल्स घेतले ते बघा. पहिले एक्झाम्पल घेतलं तर 2.2/5 घेतलं होतं. नाउ व्हेन वी हॅव टू डिवाइड इट देन द डिव्हिजन इज 0.4 here completely divided and second घेतलं होतं I think that 101 upon how much 8 then this one is the 12.825 here is complete division होत होता. पण जर इथे जर नीट जर पाहिलं तर इथे आपल्याला डिनॉमिनेटरचा फॅक्टर्स आले 5 आणि याचं जर आपण बघितलं तर इथे सुद्धा या डिनॉमिनेटरचे सुद्धा जर प्राइम फॅक्टर विचारात घेतले तर 2 येतो. इथे प्राइम फॅक्टर हा झाला 5 इथे आला काय आला 2 आला. मग जेव्हा आपण असा विचार केला 2 आणि 5 जर असेल तर तेव्हा ते काय असणार आहे टर्मिनेटिंग असणार. म्हणून हे टर्मिनेटिंग झालं तर बघा मग इथे सुद्धा बघितलं आपण 2 आणि 5 जर असेल तर डेसिमल एक्सपान्शन इज काय टर्मिनेटिंग. आता आपण त्यानंतरचे एक्झाम्पल पाहिलं होतं आय थिंक दॅट 17/36 याचं डिव्हिजन काहीतरी होतं 0.472 बार that 2 to 2 comes many times. And second काय होतं 56/37 होतं. त्याचं काय होतं 1.573 बार होतं. मग इथे जर आपण बघितलं 36 या 36 जर आपण प्राइम फॅक्टर जर पाहिले तर येतील 2 आणि 3 येतील बघा. आणि 37 is the prime number, so that this is the factors. Only 37. Means that these prime factors are not 5 or 5. So that at that time their answer is non-terminating. Non-terminating means completely त्याला भाग जात नाही. Can you understand these examples for this? We use this also mean that if the denominator having the prime factors are 2 or 5, then it is terminating. And other जर फॅक्टर असतील तर तो नॉन टर्मिनेटिंग आणि रिकरिंग असेल. तर आपण आता एक एक्झाम्पल बघूया की हे एक्झाम्पल आपल्याला या टाइप मधलं एक्झाम्पल बघूया. जर समजा आफ्टर 1 डिजिट डेसिमल पॉइंट असेल तर हा फॉर्म कसा आहे 10 नेच का मल्टिप्लाय करतात किंवा जर 2 असेल तर 100 ने आणि 3 बार असेल तर 1000 नेच का करतात. या टाइपचे एक एक्झाम्पल आपण बघूया टू एक्सप्रेस द रिकरिंग डेसिमल इन p/q फॉर्म. Express the recurring decimal 0.777 dash in p/q form. One example can be asked in your examination. Such type of the question we have to solve by using let. Suppose that this x is 0.77777. Means that you have to write this number in 0.7 bar or dot. Means that look carefully. Here is after 1 digit this number is recurring here. Means here is 2 point like that 2.3 bar. After 1 digit you have to multiply this expression by 10. So that multiply this equation by 10 means that 10x is equals to. When we multiply this number by 10 we get that 1 digit is goes to another side goes forward here means that 7.77 etc. Means that here is we write here 7.7 bar. Then you have to subtract this 10x minus x is equals to यातनं हे सबट्रॅक्ट केलं म्हणजे यातनं हे सबट्रॅक्ट करा 7.7 बार minus 0.7 bar. When we subtract it, it becomes 9x is equals to this subtraction. This bar get cancelled mean that only 7. Mean that x is equals to 7/9. Means the answer of this one is 0.777 dash is equals to 0.7 bar is equals to 7/9, which is in this form of p/q. This is in the form of p/q where q is not equals to 0. Similarly, when there is 2 digit, you have to multiply by 100. If 3 digits are recurring, then you have to multiply by 1000. Okay, can you understand this? We see the practice set in next lecture.